All right, we're back at it. Another episode. Steph is joining me. We're going to be talking about Madrid. We didn't get a chance to speak about Madrid actually with Stefan. So catching up, seeing how Stefan felt about it, and also doing a recap of like after the game as well, because some crazy stuff. Vini, Alonso, and then also Endrick possibly going on loan to Lyon. And yeah, who's going to play right back against Valencia and then also against Liverpool. So that's going to be some interesting things. So, Stefan, let us know what you thought about Real Madrid's domination of Barcelona in El Clasico.
So I think this game is a credit to Xabi Alonso and his tactic. His tactic was perfect, uh, but I'm not as happy as most of the people. Even the word
Why is that?
domination, even the word dominations to me is is more. I think like the genius of Xabi Alonso is more of a credit than the actual players on the pitch. I've watched the game twice now, and both times I have the same feelings. We control the the score shit, which means we won. But I believe like our gameplay was not good enough to me. It was not good enough. I
Okay,
felt like,
yeah.
yeah, like honestly, like I felt some of the players was just, oh, if it's not useless, but they were very they were motivated. Don't get me wrong,
Mm.
motivated, and I love the passion they've done. But I think also Barcelona was not at their best, so that helped us a lot. I'm not taking credit away from the players from that, because probably it was mostly what Lamine Yamal said that gave them the boost. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that if Yamal wouldn't say anything, like these players wouldn't react this way. Um,
You think after last season, you don't think they would have came back with the revenge?
but we've seen what they've done against Atletico,
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and
true. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
reality. Yeah, I think like their ego was touched with what Lamine Yamal said.
Mm.
The incorporations of Jude Bellingham and Camavinga very surprised me in the midfield.
That was a new
But
thing, man, because
yeah,
yeah, with Kamavinga now as a right midfielder, like that was a completely new thing.
I was so I'm baffled with it. Like, how can you think about this? The guy's unlocking every single position on the pitch now.
He just wants to play, man.
And he's doing it well everywhere. So I'm glad for him because he deserves it. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but first half performance from Aragula, for example, not the greatest. I saw a lot of people praising Chouameni. I promise you, for a good 20 to 30 minutes, the guy was actually useless on the pitch. And I was wondering, like,
I would
what
say,
is
man, the whole
actually.
first half, bro.
Hmm.
I would say the
Yeah,
whole first half, man. Honestly,
yeah.
like because that midfield was mainly Bellingham, Many, and then Arda Güler, man. I'll give him his props because in that first half, besides the mistake, defensively,
Mm.
man, he was sound. But
He,
Many, like he was distant, man. He wasn't anywhere near the ball. He wasn't retrieving the ball. He wasn't doing anything, man. Second half, he was a
ex.
little bit better when we're like defending deep. Like he was actually getting the ball back for us.
Mm. That's when I'm concerned with the guy for so many times, and like, what is his actual use on the and what is his actual role on the pitch, because he doesn't do what he's supposed to do at that moment. It's the first half. We need somebody that can actually get near the players. He's nowhere near the players,
Yeah.
and he's not even shutting the
Hmm.
balls coming through the defenders. Look at the way he reacted when we conceded the goal, and that's when I'm thinking, if it wasn't for Bellingham and Camavinga, I think our midfield would drown.
Two things,
100%.
man. Like so that mistake, because I was looking at that mistake from Arda Güler. And at first, when I saw it, I was like, okay, man, what is he doing? He made another big mistake. He did that against Marseille, right? I was
Mm,
looking at it again, and I was like, dude, when he was on the ball, his touch wasn't the best because he should have now turned, and then things would have opened up for him a little bit more. But he didn't get any help. There was nobody showing for the ball. Militao wasn't showing for the ball, but he really couldn't. But Meni was there, and he was static, and he
mhm.
wasn't looking for the ball from Goulet. And then now, when Goulet lost the ball, Meni nowhere to be seen, man. He's not running back. He's not getting the right positions to help. Like he was literally a Barcelona player is coming towards him, and he's just like static. He's just standing there. So that's
Yes.
on Chouameni. And then another thing as well I want to touch on because yeah, you're saying you don't think we dominated, but I think, man, the first half, bro, we dominated. Like this is the best game like we played like under Alonso so far.
What? But were we dominating or were we lethal? Lethal? Because I think like we were very clinical instead of like dominated them. Because the second half they definitely dominated us, and I will tell you something, and I think some of these, I think like my expectations now have dropped with so many times watching these players, and I just realized
Mm.
they're good, they're very good, they're better than most of the players, but they don't have this flair that elite players used to have back in the day. They don't have it. When some of them have the ball, they don't know what to do with it. Or what they do is just like head down, they're just going straight, just like Vini. But Vini, at least he knows how to do it.
Mm.
But I'm pleased with the with the win. I'm pleased with the 3 points. I'm pleased with the fact that Lamine Yamal got shut down almost the whole game. I'm pleased with Pedri having a red card.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm very pleased with Bellingham and Camavinga. Also, Vinicius had a very good game. But
Mm.
take Huijsen. The first 10 minutes for him was shamble.
Man, the first minute he almost cost us a goal, bro. Two
Yeah,
mistakes.
it's two mistakes in like within a minute, and then like he slipped also halfway line. I was like, wow, this is concerning. Even on the goal that Bellingham scored, it couldn't even be a foul because he had both Kubasi. But to his defense, he jumped first, and then Kubasi then went to his elbow with his face. But Carreras, a lot of people said he had an amazing game. Every single touches he had, missed passes, all of them.
Defensively, he had a great game.
Hmm.
Defensively, because bro, like whether Barcelona were attacking on the right or the left, I was
Yeah,
very confident in Carreras and then also
yeah,
in Valverde. But
yeah.
when Carreras was on the ball, man, the amount of times he lost the ball, the amount of times
He
he's
lost
trying
all of
to
them.
dribble, every single time, bro. Like
Yeah,
every single time.
yeah,
But
yeah.
defensively, he was sound.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Like domination is a very big word that I wouldn't use. Um, but a very
What would you use
confident
then?
a very confident a victory, and I would say a gutsy one, a gutsy win, definitely, because they really
Yeah.
play with their guts, they really play with their pride, and I haven't seen Real Madrid play that for a very long time. So I'm very pleased with that. But the aspect of the game to me was pretty poor.
So yeah, football news agreeing with us in terms of yeah, Carreras.
Mhm.
And man, I think I get what you're saying, but I think from what we've seen so far with this team, I'm happy that they got this win, man, because this was the first time in a while we saw some determination, some
Mhm.
fights, some aggression, bro, some rivalry. Like they looked angry, they looked pissed, and I hope
Yeah.
that this still would have been the reaction without even Lamal coming out and having that interview, right? because this is the kind of fight really like we need to see like in big games, man. Like this is how you play, right? Like we need to get away with all this like niceness and all this stuff, man. Like when you're on that pitch, you're playing for the badge and you're playing for the pride of Real Madrid, right? And that's I was like, man, this is Real Madrid, man. Seeing the fire in Bellingham, seeing the fire in Vini, seeing the fire in everyone, even Carvajal, man, on the he was upset because very 1 second, guys, some technical difficulties. All right, you're back, yeah?
Yeah.
We've been having some technical difficulties, man. But yeah, man, seeing this fight, bro, like this is what we need, man. This is how we're gonna win this championship, man. And I need to see it again against Liverpool.
I loved it, to be fair. Like all these intercations, I loved it. It was, it's been a while we haven't seen this, you know. And for once, this time he went into our favor. But yeah, the passion was from all of the players was actually like top level. I really enjoyed this, you know.
Okay, are you confident in this team now winning La Liga?
Yeah. No, I've always been confident winning La Liga. I just think Xabi Alonso he has a lot to do because of the previous managers dealing and the legacy that he's left. He's left an amazing legacy, but he hasn't left a legacy that you can build a future with. So that's why like giving time to Xabi Alonso is very important. And he's proven us he's right with his choices. Even sometimes can be discussed. At the end of the day, he's the manager with 11 wins, right? Something like that. And I can only praise him. That's why the first thing I said, I'm gonna praise the manager more than the players for the tactics. For like, who would have thought? Honestly, who would have thought? Yeah, Kamavinga, a right wing. So happy with all those decisions. Yeah, happy with all those decisions that he took. Even taking Vinicius off at the 70th. I don't care what everybody says. He's the manager.
Yeah.
He's the manager, and we gotta go with what he says. And he's proving us right at the moment. I'm sorry, Vinicius, you felt that way. We all been this way. We all been in that position. We think it's unfair. We think it's always us, blah blah. But at that time, if he felt that it was the right thing to do, then so be it.
Yeah, do you not think it was a bit of a surprise though? You know, because Vini was playing good. He wasn't on the ball a lot in the second half, but when he was being effective.
And I think the manager did the right thing. Even Mbappe could have come off earlier, but at the end of the day, Rodrigo came on, and Rodrigo was defending more than Vinicius. And it's not even to defend Rodrigo or anything. Rodrigo offensively didn't do anything apart from his free kick, but defensively he was there. And at that times we needed somebody that actually could defend. So that was the right decision.
Yeah. The whole Vini thing, man. I was surprised when he took Vinicius off because he was like our goal threat, right? So we did go quite defensively, but it got us towards the end. And Barcelona did still have some chances late on, you know, when Vini did come off and everything. So I think it was a surprise. But what do you think then of Vinicius' reaction? Because for me, I'm like, we've seen it many times. We've seen it with big stars, you know, when they're coming off. whether it's like Mane, whether it's like Salah, Ronaldo, yeah, big stars don't want to come off. And I feel actually it's Vini not really accepting reality. So Mbappe is the star, and he's not going to come off, regardless, right? Yeah, he might come off towards the last 2 minutes of the game, fine. But
Mm,
Mbappe in most games is always going to be on the pitch, right, for most of the minutes. So now that
mm,
means everybody else are the victims when it's time to bring somebody in, right?
yeah.
So yeah, how do you feel about this whole situation? Because it seems like with him, every single time he gets subbed, he's not going to be happy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the fact that he's not happy. We all been there. We all are frustrated when we're not playing enough, especially when we're doing well. He was doing amazing, to be fair. Um, but he has to come off because the manager decided do it. You can get angry. To me, get angry by the bench. But the fact that as soon as he saw it was him, he went nuts. And I've never seen any Real Madrid players doing that. And I've been watching Real Madrid since 1999. I've never seen this. He was going nuts. He was shouting, he was cussing and everything. It was crazy. I've seen like Tony Cruz also like not being happy, was walking out. But he was just throwing hands everywhere. He was going nuts. I've never seen a Real Madrid player acting like that. And I think it's
Mm,
time to
mm.
humble him to understand that this is Real Madrid and you cannot act like that. Even Ronaldo never acted like that. I never seen Ronaldo acting like that. And Ronaldo got substitute a couple times. Ronaldo is bigger than Vinicius, but he didn't act like that. It might be a clash of new generation. It might also be the fact that Vinicius is very emotional. So again, I don't mind for him being mad. Do it by the bench. Sit down, kick anything, do it. That's fine. But as
Yeah,
soon as
yeah.
like a number was on the board, he went nuts. There's the whole cameras looking at this. It's not good for his image. He's trying to like get a
Mm.
new contract. This is not going to help him. And even worse, he went straight to the changing room. That's
Oh, he came
crazy.
back. He came
He went
back.
to he went but he went to the changing room. He came back and then he had a fight. Nah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, but this
That's a
man.
lot. This is a lot. Like
Yeah,
on
man.
the
I have to
strength.
say, like Vinny's, yeah, Vinny's image has been tainted like the last year or so. Like since the whole Ballon d'Or thing, and some of the comments he's made, and just some of his behaviors, like with the referees and everything. Because I was actually speaking to one of my friends, one of my friend, and he's a Man United supporter, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, like Vinny, like he's always like he's trouble, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, I get what you're saying, but in terms of like this season, this has only been the only incidents like with Vinny. Otherwise, man, his behavior has improved much more than it was last season. I think everybody last season was fed up with him arguing with the referees about a foul that's not a foul. You know, I was like, dude, focus on the game. So this season, and then probably credit to Alonso as well to taming him a little bit and helping him to just relax and to calm down and just to focus on the game. So there's been a big behavior change from Vinny, but now something like this happens, and then people are like, it's Vini again, just doing what he does. But I have definitely seen improvements in his behavior like this season. And now this thing now, um, yeah, it's not great for his image, man, because he's a top star, he's a top player, but
Mm,
maybe people outside of Madrid who aren't seeing him on a frequent basis, yeah, man, the image is not great, bro. It's not great. And
mhm,
now it's just more and more stuff like he's accumulating negatively on his name, which once again, Florentino, the board, like Real Madrid are gonna be looking at this stuff, man. It's like, dude, is it worth this? Is this good for the Real Madrid image, man? So, but I think it is quite interesting, like what he did say when he was coming off. Like I heard it from Sky Sports, and they were saying that he was saying, yeah, it's me, it's always me, coming off and everything. And maybe it's better if I leave, the club. It would be better for everybody. So I feel like if that's what he said, man, I feel like it's that thing of like he doesn't want to accept that Mbappe is now the number one guy.
Mm,
And this also really ties into as well why there's no real synchronization between those two, right? Because within him, he wants to be the number one guy. He wants to score the goals. He wants to get the assists and everything. But he
mm,
doesn't want to take that Bale role. He doesn't want to take that Benzema role, right? Okay, Mbappe is a star. Okay, I'm going to have to come off some games because it's better for the team. So he doesn't want to do that. And if he's not able to do that, then it's never really going to work. It's never going to gel because we know Vinicius Junior, like when he's on his game, man, he can find a ball from anywhere. He can get those assists. He can be providing Benzema, Mbappe with more assists than Arda Güler is at the moment, right? But he needs to
mm.
accept the role that he now has, and maybe later on towards the end of the year, like it will come to that. But I think it's quite interesting, man. He says like it'll be better off for the team if I leave. Maybe it'll be better off for the team if I leave. So people we've discussed this, but it's also on his mind as well. Maybe it is better for me if I leave the team, and maybe it's also on other players' minds as well, right? So it's in the camp.
Mm. We have seen things like that on a different scale. We all know how much we loved Sergio Ramos. We all know how much we loved Cristiano Ronaldo, Ozil, Di Maria, and many more before that. If one player is not happy, he can leave. I'm gonna quote him. He said he's gonna do 10 times better. We are still waiting for the 10 times better. Until this is
Mm,
happening, although this season he's doing much better than last season. Until this is happening, I also believe that if last season he had a better season, he wouldn't be in this position. And having
mm,
numbers is just not good enough when you're at Real Madrid. You need to show more than that. And last season he didn't show that much. Look at Rodrigo. Now he's on the bench and he can't even say anything. Right?
mm,
He's in a position now, Vinicius, that not only he has to redeem himself from the previous season, from what he said on Twitter about doing 10 times better, and he hasn't. But on top of that, he has to prove that he needs to earn whatever money he's asking. With this attitude, he's not going in the right direction. Now, things like that happen. This is football. And again,
mm.
I don't blame him for being unhappy that he come off. Is the reactions, the the proportion of his reaction was too, nah, it was too much for what it was. You
Mm.
know, like going in the changing room. It's like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure like if the
Like,
person didn't come get him again, he wouldn't come back.
yeah, it's also as well like we were winning, man. Our momentum was good. We're playing good, and it was really. If we're losing, okay, fine, but I think it's worse, man. The fact that we were winning, we're in a winning position, we're defending our lead, and then now he's acting like that. So you're actually putting yourself ahead of the team. So and then as well, I think as well like with Rodrigo, he didn't look happy with his reaction as well, right? Because it is kind of like it's a disrespect for really everyone, right? The player who's
Mm,
coming on for you, your manager, Alonso did not look pleased at all, bro.
mm.
Like
Yeah.
not at all, man. So I hope it's gonna be a learning curve for Vini, and then I hope that we actually just will stop finally, like we'll stop talking about Vini like off the pitch because
Mm,
a lot of his things have been like off the pitch discussions, right? Like contract, like is he happy, and all these negative things. And I just want to go back, man, to Vini on the pitch, bro. Like Vini on the pitch is lethal, man. I want to see that player again and focus on that guy, right? Because he's not focusing on the game. and he can't be doing that, man. He needs to just
Yeah,
accept what's going on.
yeah, I agree with you. We've been more talking about Vinicius and what he's done than the actual win, which is bigger than what Vinicius done. So he went to apologize
Mm.
apparently in front of the whole squad. He also apologized online with his letter. I don't mind that. It's okay. It's good. Now I don't expect him to start the next game because of that. That wouldn't, to me, he needs to learn that. Also, I believe it's Valencia, so he might try different tactics, Xabi Alonso. But I don't expect him to be to start, so he can actually learn from his mistake and then prove us again that yeah, he's still 100% in Real Madrid and happy to share the shirt, to wear the shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Big up, big up. So okay. So moving on to another Brazilian, Mr. Endrick. So I heard from Mr. Fabrizio that Lyon are in discussions with Endrick's camp to go on loan for 6 months. So what do you
Mm.
think?
Is 6 months enough? Do you think?
Is Lyon the place for him?
Um, Not
Yeah,
especially.
it seems like Madrid spent this money on him, and it seems like they do see Endrick as a future Madrid player, right? As a future star for Madrid. And
Mm.
I know you're not pleased with him, but I think Endrick, for the little time he has had to show in a Real Madrid t-shirt, has been crazy. And bro, we thought last season he was getting the short end of the stick. This season, he hasn't played at all, man.
That's
Nothing.
crazy.
Like Ancelotti gave him like 5 minutes. Alonso giving him zero, zero, bro. So like, bro, it's
Yeah.
sad, man. It's sad. So I think 6 months is good for him to get some playing time, and then for us to see what he can do in Europe, right? Because he has a lot of people who don't believe that he's capable of playing at a top level, but then there's also a lot of people who believe in his talents, and I think if he just goes out 6 months, maybe he does well, and then maybe the following year he can go again for a loan move, because in this current setup there's I don't really see how it's gonna work, man, because we're already having the Rodrigo right on the bench, and then we're dealing with the Vini and Mbappe, right? So the way we're playing now, Endrick doesn't suit. He doesn't suit the way we play. So at this current moment, there is no starting spot for him, regardless of like how crazy he performs. Like for him to start, he would need to be performing better than Mbappe and better than and Vini, right? Like this, like week in week out. So he's at this season, potentially next season. There's no real place for him.
Mm. So you I know you like Hendrick and I think Garcia suits more the team. But now that it's over 10 games and we've seen what Garcia has been doing during those 10 games, which was pretty much nothing. It might be the time. It's a fact. It's a fact. So it might be the time to give some game time to Endrick to see what he can give to the team. So I wouldn't be surprised if from now on he will start getting some minutes because I think he also needs some minutes. You can't throw it to your Lyon or whatever teams wants to game on loan with actually
Mm,
0 minutes. That will be like insane because by the time he get
mm,
there, um, he gets fit, match fitness, whatever. It's going to take him 2 months. You might as well give him time, right? Game time now, preparing for him for his next loan. Now,
mm.
6 months is not enough. I believe he needs to go just like Brian just did. He left during I think it was during the summer that he left. He arrived in the winter and he left between the summer. Anyway, he went there for 2 seasons and then came back. That's what he needs to
Mm.
do. He needs to go like that end of the season, so for 6 months, plus another season, but in the same club. Not doing 6 months
Okay.
here, and another year somewhere
Mm.
else. No, no, no. Trying to like get to know your teammates, blah blah blah. More than 6 months. Trying to have like that confidence back, the one that you have in Brazil. He was an icon, yeah, in Brazil. Remember all the pictures they were doing. The guy looks like
Mm.
it looks like a vintage player. So then we need to have his confidence back because at the end of the day, he's a Real Madrid player. 6 months to me is not enough. Now, is Lyon the
Mm.
right place to go? They were mentioning Marseille. I think Marseille was good because it was in the Champions League. But at the same time, the player out there in Marseille, they're already doing very well. So I don't think he would get that game times that he needed. Now, Lyon, um, I haven't seen anything about Lyon. They will always need somebody because they're not doing well for the past couple years. But one thing's for sure is Lyon and Real Madrid had a good relationship. So from there, if he goes there, I think things can work. You know, they took Benzema back in the day. They loaned Mariano Jazz, and it worked well. But when Mariano Jazz came back, apart from that goal against Barcelona, he didn't
Let's
do
let's not
anything.
even go there. Let's not even talk about this guy, man. But so, do you think the French league is the best suited for him to go out on loan, not La Liga or Serie A?
I would prefer him to stay in La Liga or eventually go in the German league. The French league is the toughest one. It's the toughest one because people play not to win the game. People actually play not to lose the game. So from there, um, is it a good thing for him to go there?
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
yeah. Mariano, man, was a disappointment because at Lyon, man, he was lethal. And when it came to Madrid, I wanted him to succeed. But man, bro, what a waste of space, bro. What a waste of space. Okay, so welcome Javi or Javi, sorry. Um, yeah, I think I would like him to stay in La Liga to see what he can actually do here, right? But yeah, man, I think it's the only way for him. Let him
Mm,
go, let him prove himself, and let him come back, right? So we've seen it being a success for various players in Real Madrid's history, right? So I think
mhm.
that's the next big thing. Okay, so we have Valencia coming up on Saturday, and then we have Liverpool.
I can't
So
wait.
like I remember, bro, man, dude, dude, Liverpool, man. There's no way we lose now at Liverpool, guys. Anfield is no longer a sacred ground, bro. It's no longer a sacred ground. So Valencia, we should win that game, like no hiccups, carry the momentum, and then the Liverpool game, man. Liverpool, they've lost like what? Is it 6 games in seven? 6 out of 7
Six
games
and
they've
seven,
lost.
right? 6 and 7.
That's a terrible record, man. And the way with our confidence now going into that, like I think we should finish these next 3 games leading up to international break with all wins, man. So Liverpool, I've seen them, man. They're I don't know what Arne Slot is doing. The the midfields is shambles. There's very little tactics, and yeah, I think, man, it's gonna be easy for us going to Anfield. What do you think?
So I know that it's weird because what's his name? Gravenberch had a good start of the season, right? And you know what? There's a
Uh,
guy.
I,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
um, yeah, I heard like Graven Birch, also shaky, man. Same thing with McAllister. Like this season, it hasn't been as solid as last season. Like they've been changing their midfield quite frequently this season.
Hmm. Okay. And talk to me about this guy, Superstar. I've watched him a couple times this season, and I think he's a total midfielder. I actually believe he's in the same category as Pedri, Vitinha, and maybe also Bellingham as well. Um, but everything he touches is insane. The guy has one of the best touches that I've seen in the recent football, right? In the recent football, not the whole football, but in recent football, he has this
Mm.
instinct that a native player requires to be at that level. He's not the midfield that actually like Real Madrid should look at.
Um, I haven't seen much of him, and I don't think so, man. I don't think so. So funny enough, somebody actually compared him more to Valverde in terms of
Yeah.
his usability and his versatility. So him being able to play midfield, deep, attacking
And right
midfielder,
back.
or right
He's
back and
playing
things
right
like
back
that,
at the
right?
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think we need a more technical player. So like your McAllister, your Pedris, like we need your Vitinhas. We need that type of player.
Okay, so what I will say to you is the next game against Liverpool, let's have a watch on him, please, so you can understand what I'm saying. Because I actually wasn't really looking at this guy, but now I'm very interested with him. I think like he is a total midfield. The way he's playing at the moment is insane. It feels like he's the only one that actually like can play for Liverpool. The others, they're all fumbling.
But so what are you saying? You're saying a pivot of Valverde and Sobozai.
Well, I'll take Superstar over Tramini 100%. Any day, any day.
Yeah, but over Camavinga?
Mm, well, now that we're playing like four midfielders, I can have Camavinga in my midfield.
Oh
But
man. No,
we can't
yeah, go ahead.
separate Bellingham and Camavinga. I always knew this. Bellingham needs Camavinga.
Mm,
No matter what, he needs Camavinga.
mm.
So I really going forward, yeah, one of the guy, either Adagula or Chamini, or eventually Valverde, gonna have to sit. Because I'm not taking
Okay,
this.
so then what do you think he's gonna do against Liverpool? So let's say on against Valencia, yeah, he'll make some changes and everything, but then we'll play like he will play his preferred team against Liverpool. So what do
Yeah,
you think he's gonna do about the right back situation? For me, yeah, Valverde's staying in that right back position. And then what do you
yeah.
think he's gonna do in midfield? Is he going for this dynamic 4-4-2 or 4-1-4-1 situation?
So he, I don't think he wants to give up on the 4-3-3. I think the 4-3-3 will be used most of the times when the four midfielders are not, those players are not playing together. Um, the logic will be for him to keep the same team against that played against Barcelona. Now the right back position, Carvalho now is injured for 2 months. We're gonna need Trent to have
Mm.
some game time. So Trent's probably gonna have some game times against Valencia, but I believe he should be on the
But you
bench
think he'll start?
against. Um,
You think Trent will
he's gonna.
start? Because I think he'll come on in the second half.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Um, but then if he starts and play 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised. But then against Liverpool, Valverde has to
Mm.
play right back. But I believe from now on, from after Liverpool, that should be the last game.
Mm.
Valverde starts as a right back. He has to earn his spot in the midfield. He's a midfielder.
But that's what I mean. Like, how's he getting that midfield? He's behind Bellingham, Guler, Camavinga, Xiaomeni. How's he getting that midfield?
Mhm. Yeah,
Like at this
one of
current
them.
moment in terms of form. So he's actually lucky that Trent and Carvajal were injured because he's been getting game time. Because in terms
Yeah.
of performances this season, man, I don't know how's he getting that midfield.
Who's it going to be against the last game before international break?
Rayo.
So he can go back in midfield that game.
But what about Camavinga? This is what I mean. You know,
Camavinga
you
will
have
be game.
Camavinga coming back.
Yeah, Camavinga will need game time,
Go
so
ahead.
then Tramini can rest that game. Yeah, that's an option.
I don't think he's resting Tchouaméni. I I don't think he's resting Tchouaméni. I think
Mm,
Tchouaméni is literally every single game will be playing, unless right. But because I think we really we can't have a hiccup against Valencia, so you can't
yeah,
rest too many players, and we can't
yeah.
have a hiccup against Rayo. So I think he's playing his strongest teams possible, and then after the international break, we can see the trends coming in again and all this kind of stuff. But for Valverde, man, at this current moment, man, midfield, he's like fifth choice because that
Well,
performance alone that Camavinga puts against Barcelona, bro. Like, give me Camavinga right now, like in terms of form, over Valverde in midfield any day.
yeah, yeah. He's gonna have to earn his spot. That's what he says. You have to earn your spot now if you want to
Yeah.
play. So
Exactly.
just look at Bellingham. We were
But
doubting him the
actually,
game
this,
before, and
but
now
but this, oh man, I know, bro. Bellingham had a killer game, but this is now an opportunity for I don't know who it is, Valverde, Camavinga, Goulet. I don't know who it is. Bellingham, obviously, he's gonna be in that midfield, fine. But now, basically, prove that you need to be in that team. Like, make yourself like undroppable. That's the task that each of these midfielders have now.
hmm and I believe even Brian Jazz in that position, like either the Camavinga's position or yeah, Bellingham was it's actually a good option. I wouldn't mind having him here there as well. Uh, he's not gonna start, but it's a good options coming off the bench.
Yeah. Okay, so against Liverpool, it's a 4-4-2 then. So that means Brahim stays on the bench, and so I think now it seems Brahim is now ahead of Masanta Ono.
Finally, finally, we we all agree with that. I mean, the kid needs to learn. He needs to learn, but from the bench, you know.
But this man.
Yeah, that kid needs to learn from the bench, though. Eminem you got time
Yeah,
though.
yeah. So, what do you think actually of Militao's performance against Barcelona? We actually didn't
Oh,
touch on that a bit.
I'm so pleased for the guy. Um, I know how it
The guy's
feels to
not
have like,
human, man.
yeah, I know how it feels to have a knee injury. Mine was in 19 months. His was like 2 years because he had it back to back. Um, and I'm so pleased for the guy. And that's the difference. I believe if he was still with us last season, we actually could
Mm.
have won that league.
Dude, we would have won. We would have
hmm
won. Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt,
100%.
man. We would have won. Yeah.
So we have our leader back in defense,
Mm.
which was probably what Huyson's needs. Um, so I'm very pleased with him, but man, he needs to work on his attacking display because what he's done up front when he went up there, I was like, man, like I can tell you're not a striker. Just stay there, stay at the back.
But that's fine. Like, you're not a striker, but dude, like, it's one-on-one and you're looking
I
for the
love it.
pass. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. Like, shoot the ball, bro.
Yeah. He went too nice though. Like he had time to actually go for. But yeah, I'm not gonna blame him for that. I really enjoyed his game.
Yeah,
It was very dominant. He was dominant. he was definitely
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I think we covered all the players, right? Against the Barcelona game.
Mm.
Besides Mbappe, actually, what do you think of Mbappe's performance?
Well, yeah, I think he's lucky that we actually won that game because we would have told him off like last season. Like, how is he offside again? Even though those
Yeah, yeah.
offside was like, yeah, it's difficult, but I'm never going to complain with VAR. It is what it is. This is this football nowadays. Because we could have also
But
have
the
two
thing is,
penalties
man.
against
So
us.
that first goal, the first offside goal, I think it came off Fermin. Yeah, it came off Fermin. So actually, it should have been offside. And
I,
then
I, I believe
secondly,
too. Yeah.
man, that strike was beautiful, bro. Like
Mm,
that's my favorite Mbappe goal or non-goal because man, that came out of nowhere. The technique,
mm,
bro. That was
yeah.
honestly
Yeah.
beautiful, bro. And it's a shame that
Yeah.
like it was disallowed because it was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, he had a good first half, and then second half wasn't consistent in his performance. But I just don't understand why they're always giving him man of the match. Like,
Dude, La Liga don't just because just because it's Mbappe and he scores a goal does not mean he's man the match, bro. Man the match should have gone to either Bellingham or Camavinga. Most likely
what was
Bellingham, but Camavinga was
Bellingham
second.
doing? Yeah, what was Bellingham doing all these times for him not to have it? I don't understand it. Um, but you know what? He could have also come off earlier instead of Vinicius.
Mm, mm.
Um, but yeah, I give him a good 6.5, 7,
Yeah,
6.5. Yeah.
yeah. All right, sweet. Anything else you want to touch on before we close off the show?
Well, Valencia this weekend. What's your starting lineup?
Mm. So yeah, I think Valverde stays at right back. I don't think he's going to make too many changes. So
Mm.
Militao starts, Hausen starts, left back Carrera starts. Midfield, will he go back to a 4-3-3? Yeah, possibly go back to a 4-3-3,
Mm.
meaning that Brahim comes now at the right side. Mbappe
Mm.
starting. And then I think you're right. I guess he does have to he's probably going to drop Vini, right? And have Rodrigo there. So it's a chance to rest Vini, but then also a chance to make a statement, right?
Mm.
And then midfield, I guess he might go. I think he'll go with Bellingham, Goulet, and Xiaomeni. I think Camavinga might go back on the bench, but I think Camavinga will start against Liverpool.
Mm.
But even though actually he did highlight Camavinga in his post-match interview, he was like Camavinga was excellent, extraordinary, or I can't remember the word he used. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I see. Um, yeah, I see Trent doing 45 minutes. I see Asensio and Hoysen. Carrera stays as left back. In midfield, um,
Resting Militao. Why?
yeah, yeah, I think because Militao played the previous game against Juventus, right? So Juventus, Barcelona. I think
But
he
we didn't
can
have a
get.
mid. But we didn't have a midday game, so he's
Yeah,
had time to
so
rest.
we can rest him now, so he can play against Liverpool and play also against Rayo Vallecano because I forgot Rayo Vallecano is a very strong team. So you're right. Um, Probably Chouameni and Militao will play against Rayo Vallecano. So then this is the time to rest him. So I would rest him and I'll play Asensio alongside Trent,
Mhm.
Hoysen, Carreras. Then I'll probably try Bellingham, Camavinga, and Arda Güler. Because like Arda
Ooh,
Güler
okay,
gets,
okay.
yeah,
Xiaomeni gets Xiaomeni rested.
yeah, that game I rested
Okay, so
Chouameni.
Valencia are 18th. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and up top, Rodrigo, Mbappe, and I think he's gonna play Mastroianni. Although Brian deserves it, Brian definitely is over Mastroianni, but I think
Mm,
against Valencia, yeah, play the kids and give him some game time and let him redeem himself like everybody.
okay.
Mm.
Okay. And I think Madrid should finish the game off at halftime, like 3 goals up or something. And then
Mhm.
finally, we can give Endrick some minutes, man.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully,
He needs to play,
hopefully.
bro.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I'm expecting a statement from Xabi Alonso.
All right.
You
Uh,
need to drop. He needs to drop Vinicius.
yeah. Okay. I think the bigger statement is if he drops him against Liverpool.
Nah, I don't
Because
think.
if he this one against Valencia, like okay, you take Vini off, okay, fine. Like yeah, he rests him against it can also be deemed as a rest. But if he
Mm.
prolongs it and then he rests against Liverpool, then it's like, ooh, okay, Vini, like get your act together, bro.
To his credit, Vinicius every time he plays against Liverpool, he bags. So let him play
Yeah,
that game.
true. Yeah, man. With that shoddy defense. Hey, and we got Konate on our side, you know? He would let us have 1 or 2 goals, man.
Do you actually want him in the team because he's shamble like, right now. Like I don't want him.
Yeah, but
I don't
like the
want
thing
him.
is,
But it's only me.
like the defenders we're going for that I've heard on the on yeah Fabricio and talks and everything and Sky Sports. It's Konate, a possibility, and also looking at Mark Guy.
Mm.
So
And
yeah, man,
Upamecano.
it's these days, man. It's like whatever's available on the market, you know. So Madrid just don't have that buying capacity they used to back in the days, man, or at least they're not using it.
Yeah, they're not using it mostly.
Because really, man, you go and steal Gabriel from Arsenal.
Oh yeah, Gabriel over Saliba, 100%.
Oh, what do you actually think of Van der Ven at Tottenham, man? Because he's a
Who?
good defender, bro.
Who?
Van der Ven, Van der Ven,
Who? Hmm.
partners Romero at Tottenham.
To be fair, I don't watch Tottenham. I don't watch Tottenham, and they're just round the corner for me, and I still won't watch them. So I'm not sure about that. No, I don't know the guy. I don't know him.
Yeah, but no, this he's a Dutch kid, 24 years old, and he has a good athleticism
Mm.
and good defender, man. Solid defender, bro. And also he's fast, man. He's fast. He can recover balls. He can firefight like Militao. So for me, Gabriel, Van de Ven, those center backs will suit Real Madrid. Kanate, once again, on the market. Guy on the market, but these are not defenders they'll help Madrid, but
Mm.
yeah, I don't think they're on the level of somebody who can actually partner up Militao. Yeah, and probably yeah, Kanate comes, he competes with Hausen, but most likely Hausen still can be ahead of him. So
Mm. Okay. Well, let's see. All right, score prediction for Valencia.
all right, let's go for yeah, man. Why not? Let's go for a 5-0. You
Hey.
know, 3 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. Why not, man? Like just bouncing off that momentum. So first half, Mbappe maybe a brace, and then maybe a goal from Brahim. And then second half, Endrick comes on, he scores 2 goals.
You love the boy. All right, cool. I go for a good 4-0. I need a 4-0, and I need a brace from Mbappe, a goal from Bellingham, and a goal from Rodrigo. It's time for him to score, like, because
There
we
we
had
go.
enough. Like, it's gonna be almost a year now.
He's getting back in it, man. He's getting back into it, man. Rodrigo's
Hopefully,
gonna cook again. He's gonna cook
yeah,
again.
hopefully. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
See you on the next one.
Go.
All right, and we are out.